Do you recommend videotaping your interaction with a guard?
I don't think so. No, I don't. I mean, some people ask that question, should you? I mean, why would you be videotaping them? I mean, if you're videotaping someone, your mind is kind of halfway made up that this could be confrontational. Otherwise, why are you videotaping them? It doesn't lead to a positive outcome. I mean, obviously, if someone has been aggressive or abusive to you, then I can understand that. But in the vast majority of cases, that just doesn't happen. But videotaping guards, no, I don't. Would any one of us want to be videotaped in your interactions with somebody else? Probably not. Well, if you're in the traffic court, there is a I won't say a quota, but you've got to be, hitting your markers, yeah, because otherwise you won't last in a traffic court. And there's always pressure on getting more tickets out there. There is, all the time. But the guards are not unusual. It's the same in the London Met. If you read any of the contemporary reports from the NYPD or NOPD or LAPD or wherever, there's a constant pressure by management on the rank and file to issue more tickets. I don't agree with that, because it really means that you're targeting people. If people are driving demonstrably badly, then fair enough. But if you're motivated towards hitting markers, then you're actually penalising people quite a bit. And these are the same people you expect to help you when crimes happen, to ring up. For the guards to pull you over and get you to give a sample of saliva, you just had to be breaking the law. Now that's a very wide ambit. The 2010 Act allows them to demand a saliva sample from anyone who's breaking the law. You don't have to. All you have to do is create some breach of the law in some way. I've had people who've been not using their indicators coming out of a petrol station as a pretext to stop them and demand a saliva sample, and then they give a saliva sample, and if it shows up, they're being arrested. That's any little infraction at all is enough to justify a stop, and in some cases, I think it's quite unfair, to be honest. If you listen to judges summing up to a jury, it's kind of funny sometimes if you listen to them. They're doing the best they can, but a jury is supposed to be kind of dispassionate. You must leave aside your preconceived ideas and look at this thing coldly, before you adjudicate on guilt or innocence. But human beings are not robots. We're prone to our own emotions and oftentimes not logical. All of us are guilty of that sometimes. Most judges that I've come across, they tend to be quite fair, and the newer ones tend to be quite kind of aware of their position. They are not gods, and they don't pretend to know everything, and they don't try to be the smartest person in the room or the funniest person in the room. And they ask for guidance, and that's great to see. What if he knows someone did it? Well, what you know or what you think is kind of irrelevant. It doesn't matter what you think. It's what they say to you. So for instance, if someone was to say to me, or if you were to say to me, look, Pat, I did it, but just tell them I didn't do it. I couldn't represent you by saying he's not guilty. I can't do that because I know you're guilty, because you told me. But if someone was to say to me, I didn't do it, I didn't do it at all, then I represent them on that basis of not guilty, because they've told me they haven't done it. Doesn't matter what I think. I may have certain views or suspicions, but it doesn't matter. It's what they tell me. But I can't represent you on a plea of not guilty if you've told me you've done it.